Hey guys, welcome back to the Feroz Moto channel. This is your host Ryan going over what I'm doing out here at Englishtown Raceway Park. So I'm here with New Jersey Motorsports Club at their opening for their NJIT Motorsports driving event. Here I'm in my G80’s, of course, and we're going out and around my second session. So there was a stop before as there was a professional drifter out on the course, and we're making our way through this area. So some things first. I have no stabilization on my videos, typically to give some of that feeling of shake and everything as I'm feeling in my butt to the camera. And it's no joke when you see how many shakes, how really rough this track is. I mean, it is easily one of the worst kept tracks I've ever been on, and kind of has a charm in some ways, but most people use this primarily as a drift track, and as I go on throughout the day, as frustrating as I get, I end up having a lot more fun doing that race. So right now I'm currently on my new setup, which is 19 by 11 square, with Jackie Ding set up for Titan 7 TP10s, and I'm running a 285/35/19 square RE71 RS. So these are takeoffs. When I bought this set from the previous owner, he had them on. He had about 2 or 3 track days on them, so they're already pretty beat. And before, with my first session, unlucky me, I actually caught a nail in my tire. So not fun. I immediately went back into the pits and got that figured out. We plugged it in, and it held pressure well for the rest of the day, so it wasn't a problem. But as you guys can see here, these tires, especially how hot it is, being around like 88 degrees, 90 degrees, they got greasy so fast. And I know these tires are meant to be a kind of time attack tire, Super 200, and for my purpose here of just doing some open lapping, they really were not happy, especially with the heat in a heavy car. So I'm just gonna have some fun with these as I can, kind of figure out the limit. Once they're in that limit or optimal range of temperature and grip, they are truly amazing. These sidewalls are so stiff, you feel everything on the road. You feel like a superhero, but for my purposes, I'm very more... My friend did spin out there, which is funny enough. Alex was okay, but to be sure in the future, I just want to make sure I have a proper setup of something that's dedicated for more lapping, which is a Hankook RS4 or a Continental Extreme Contact Force, which I'm looking forward to do in a 295/30 square. But here I am working my way around. As you saw in the beginning, I was trying to wait to get some temperature to these tires. As you know, with Super 200s, they immediately lose grip, and they're nowhere near as forgiving as they are with other street tires, but making my way and moving around as we go. But overall, I could not complain. The car did fine. I'm currently running EBC Blue Stuff pads in the front in a type of another compound I found in the back from AutoZone, which happened to be fine. I knew in the rear what type of level I would be driving here wouldn't be as intense, so just having some fun. This is one of my favorite parts of the course here, which has so much camber in the banking. As you're going around, you feel like a superhero as you're working out to the next spot, which makes a lap. I did try getting my lapping recording for the day, but I just figured if I'm going to be focused on time and grab, I'm going to get really frustrated because it's just nowhere near as fun. As you see, like, D-Car is just not happy. The asphalt is so rough as we're going over everything. My friend told me you can get airtime at that spot, and we're really trying to work with the grip here, which is not really a lot. As you can hear with the LSD and everything really clawing to get power out, it's really difficult, especially here as the car wants to push out to the left, as we're really trying to fight it to stay on line, but it's just really rough. So you see in the bottom there, I have my hat connected to my GoPro, so if you see that in the screen, that's why. But here we're trying to get into the motion of things, playing one of my favorite songs, and we're just moving. And I believe in the rear, I did notice that I was starting to get some, get some angle. So yeah, with there being so much grip, and especially in the rear, you can really play with it as it starts to go. And as the day starts going, I definitely started getting to that limit, which you can see here. So don't want to be too scared and, end up eating a wall and everything, as I'm not the most familiar with getting the car sideways, but I feel like this is the perfect spot to kind of play with the limit since we're not going for all-out times. Especially here with that line, I like to brake straight towards the wall and kind of carry some speed. Be around maybe second or third as I'm going through here and moving out to the next spot, but nothing really felt right. I know there's a proper driving line, but nothing in this course really feels smooth and satisfying to keep pushing with. Top of second here, if you brake and turn in. I want to hug in close here to clip this curve to set us up for the next spot. But like I said, everything you're hitting over just really unsettles the car. So if you're not careful with throttle, especially with how much power I'm making, it is so easy to get the car sideways, which is, albeit fun, but not really great for your tires. My rears were getting super hot after this. Once they get greasy, that's kind of it. They start to let go, and the fronts were not too bad. I was not plowing, understeering anywhere, mostly in the rear, which is pretty fun how I like it. Especially with now a square setup, that's how it tends to be with that camber I have set up. But I started definitely getting more comfortable with the limit, as you guys can see. Oh yeah. Oh man, once you start to get into the flow and ebb and flow and things and start playing around, tasting with the limit, it's so fun. I'm not a drifter at heart, but I do understand and see the satisfaction in it, as you guys can see here, as I start to chuck it in, give some power. Oh man. It's so much fun. Shifting to the third, I did have someone behind me, so I didn't want to leave them up, which is my friend in his G80 M3. He was driving the walls off that car with the stock Michelin Pilot Sport 4S Star tire. Absolutely one of my favorite, and he's a very confident driver, so I'll learn a lot, a thing or two from his line. As you can see, any of my inputs, the car just wants to go all over the place as I overworked and overheated the tire. So I'm just blasting my tunes and having some fun. This is one of my first days of me running traction completely off. I know you typically have MDM, but especially with the rear brake pad not being a dedicated track pad for these temperatures, I knew that having MDM would definitely drag them and get them really hot. That's not something I wanted to deal with, especially on a hot day. So just staying within, I want to say, the limit and playing with it and just having so much fun. I think this setup is definitely end game, happy goal of where I want to be with the car. Feels so planted in neutral. Everything I do is just based on me. If I mess up the turn-in, I mess up my inputs. It's all on me, not the car. And due to the heat in the tire, I knew that once I was kind of at this spot, it was probably best to bring them in. Don't want to overwork them way too much. I know I'm having my fun, but still have to get home at the end of the day as I drove on these to the event. But one last little power slide to get home. And we're good to go. Lifting here to cool off the brakes and everything, as I know I'm about to go in soon. Downshift from the second. Get some pops. Really looking forward to all the photos and photos they took from this event. So much talent here at NJIT. Super proud to be an alumni and spend some time with these guys. It's always a good time. Oh, baby! Oh, I did not remember getting that much angle. Jeez, yeah, going over this video, I definitely got a little sideways, more than I'd like, but man, it's so much fun. I did want to put my gloves back on. As you guys know, I love those gloves, but I kind of misplaced them in another bag and I was just running around out of time. My hands definitely got super sweaty, and I do take for granted how well they do at keeping my hands on the shifter and wheel at a level of confidence that I have just doing all this type of driving. So as I'm going on through the lap, I'm kind of figuring out that, yeah, I'm kind of playing with fire. We're getting close to the limit where I'm comfortable with. I mean, I know this turn and the other turn are pretty fun to go around, but once it starts biting in other places, it's definitely not a good spot to have an uh-oh. All these bankments here are pretty torrential. I mean, there's no slight off. You're breaking something, you're destroying something, so it is really scary. But, you know, gotta, no risk, no reward, right? Hell yeah. So much fun, so much fun. There's just the chassis dynamics and everything in any car, no matter what. Just having rear-wheel drive, manual, front engine, it just gives a great recipe for a good time. And I'm just so glad I could share this with you guys. Hope you had some fun watching this as I'm coming into the pits to cool down the car. But that being said, if you enjoyed this content, please don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. I answer and read every one of you guys' comments. We're so close to 1,000 subscribers, so I really appreciate it. If you guys share this or let anyone know. So this is Ryan signing off, and I'll catch you guys in the next video. Feroz Moto out.